second roll. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm riding on my local trails here in Cedar Grove. Just want to show you around what I usually or typically do or ride on weekdays and occasional Saturdays or weekend rides like today that I'm alone. Just feel a little bit better being local and closer to home. I hope you like the video and stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I kind of wanted to show what usually a local ride is for me. I think it's about 3 miles to the trailhead or to the trail section that I jump into. Typically I do these rides once or twice a week on weekdays because I want to stay local, close to home, and on weekends, like in today's case, it's because it's a solo ride. I'm alone, so it's easier to come home right after the ride and be able to be close to home. Has its benefits. On home trails, I usually tend to come out with my XC bike, which I don't have today. It's currently at the bike shop getting service. So I am on my Revel Rascal. This is my 130 rear, 140 front fork trail bike, do-it-all bike. And this is entrance to the trails. Little drop right here that I like to do. There you go. Now it is November, so it's very leafy and slippery. You gotta watch out for those sections. Now again, this is my trail do-it-all bike, so I do have it spec'd with a DHF up front. A little bit heavier and a little more capable than usually a trail bike needs to have. And Max's aggressor up back. 2.3 in the back, 2.5 up front. And usually on Saturdays like today, there is I don't know if it's Nika or just kids group rides that come around, but sometimes I happen to see 30, 40 kids and adults and bikes on Saturdays. And obviously, if you're not local, the Tuesday crew that comes every Tuesday, as well as a couple of bike shops that take a ride on this area. Actually, I think it was this past Tuesday or last Tuesday that I actually was riding alone, so I started following some of the guys from the local bike shop here, the Loose Wheel. And some of the Tuesday crew guys as well. So it's always fun to come with people, follow their line, see what other sections of trail they came up with, or so it's always fun. Push and pull hard. There we go. It is the weekend, so there's always going to be hikers around. Maybe not as much today, it's because it's a little on the colder side. But Saturdays is when you mostly see hikers around the area. Up through this. Oh man, there's almost no leaves on the trees anymore. I like to do this section. Let's pop a wheel and climb that. Actually, so one of the local riders here doing that once, and since then I'm always doing it as well. Whew. This is fairly easable. You just have to put all your weight up front in low gear, but it's pretty slippery today with all these leaves. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. Let's see. So make a left here, and then let's climb through here. Push. There we go. Section's actually pretty clean. And then here I tend to go to the right and then pop. Then on the left. Fast. There we go. Look at the exposure here to the right. And made it. I'm gonna go to that section there so you can see the views you get from here. That section is nice because you can see a little, but I think to me better views are here to the right. Just cross through here. Oh, sorry. Getting on your photo? Yes. Let me get there. Enjoy. I think the break point is somewhere around here. Yeah. Was it here? It's somewhere here. It was a little sketchy. I only learned this maybe like 2 weeks ago. There we go. Yes. And then from here, supposed to go this way. Okay, this section is a little sketchy as well. Here we go. This one I do to the right. Although everybody seems to making it to the left. Maybe I gotta try that next time. Or middle. Alright, here's where those 3 rolling sections come up. Alright, second roll. Up through here. Let's give a little bit of momentum here. Here we go. Leafy again, not too popular. Here comes the third roll, kind of drop like. I tend to go to the left here and roll it, but I think I've dropped it a few times before. But not today. A little bit of rocks. Little table, put a rock, and here make a left. Here it is. Whew. Now I may have a older clip, older video of me doing that line, so I may put it up on the screen from a side view instead of just a front GoPro look. Oh, look here to the left. It's so leafy, it's hard to remember your lines. Here, up. Nice. And here's the far right. Nice. Now, when I first started, this was the first section of trail that I actually found, and for a long time, this was the place I mostly came to. Right here. There's a couple of drops here to the left. My goal for this coming year is head on to Mountain Creek a little more often. Maybe take a class and learn how to drop and jumps better. Maybe if I actually dedicate time to learning that, we'll actually learn better. Right here. Here comes one of my favorite sections of trail, not because riding, but how it looks. I just love how this looks right here. And I don't know who did the name, but it sets her perfectly. There's another line that does go down there, just to some rock rolls. This is my favorite part. Clicked in. Yep. The only thing you have to watch here is your handlebars and some roots here and there that you might get stuck on. But it's pretty chill. Couple of rug rolls here. In control. There used to be a nice bridge here to the left. They took it off. They didn't took it off, it just fell over the years. Just very slippery. This one here to my left. Put a little drop here. All right, there's a little climb. Now we're going down to the next section of trails, which is West Essex, and then Hilltop on the other side. Now this bike feels good. It's feeling good. Nice. Nice. So there's two sections. There's that one going up. That's the one I called impossible climb. But there's actually some kind of like burns going to the top. Well, here we are climbing the next section of trail. Here we go. It's a little sketchy here. Here we go. Oh, let me open up the rear shock. Here we go. That should give me a little more traction. We almost to the top. We actually used to do this opposite of what I'm doing right now. We used to descend through here and go up the other way. This section is pretty nice. Some people are a little bit scared of it just because, again, it has a little bit of exposure to the right, which obviously can be really bad if you end up going that way, but just gotta be careful what line you take, and it's pretty doable. This is nice and flowy. Again, just a little sketchy because of the rocks here and there, but it's nice and flowy. All right, this is the pretty top. It says Essex Mountain Sanatorium. Now we're gonna start heading down soon. But before, I know I showed it pretty much in the past a few times, but this is my old mountain trail, old mountain, like I was saying before. It's a 130 rear, 140 pike up front. I did mention that I used a 150 36 over the summer for the bike park season, and that was pretty good. I might even like it a little bit better than this, but I did upgraded the wheels to the bird wheels, crank brother pedals. I did upgrade the stem and the bars, brakes, and gears are exactly as it came. It's a Shrimp GX. No, really, I don't feel the need of changing. I did upgrade the dropper post lever. Oh, and the saddle, Specialized saddle. It just fits me a lot better than the saddle that came with. Time to start heading down now. And this is a signature here. This lady here. All right, let's head on down. Now this is not exactly all down. It's up, down, constantly changes, but technically the majority of it should be down. Right. There we go. All right, guys, I may have to cut the video a little short here just because I didn't bring another GoPro battery and it's completely dead. It's not recording anymore. But this is where we're heading down. There was a couple of drops up ahead. There's two large tanks in here in the middle of nowhere. I don't think they do anything. I don't know what they were originally, but this is where we're heading down. Just some technicals, then some jumps, tabletops, and some gap jumps in between, and then back to West Essex Trail, and then back riding home. Hope you guys like the video. Hope you enjoy riding with me on my local trails. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you can, and see you in the next video. Bye. Down here back at West Essex Trails. Just came down from Hilltop.